Hello. This is a painting that I originally was going to call Chilling House. And I was going to have bluish light coming from inside the house, and the whole thing was going to have kind of a spooky, chilling atmosphere. And then I realized that maybe people wouldn't like that so much. Maybe it wouldn't be something that people would want to buy and look at something cold, on their wall. So I will be putting goldish yellow lights in the windows and make it look like somebody's home and safe. So I'll be calling it Safe Haven instead of Chilling House. Here, I was a little worried about the house being a little bit too busy because it has tiles on the roof. There's shingles here on the side of the house all through, and the only wood here is the door. I've got some curtains over here, and probably I'll put curtains over here too. But I didn't want it to be too busy, so I'm doing a lot of the brush work, and then later maybe put in some of the lines like I did here. And to do the brush work, let me get up here and hopefully not stand in your way while I do this. But I'm taking some olive green and some ultramarine blue to get more of a Prussian green. I want this to be kind of a bluish green house. And adding a little bit of burnt sienna to it to darken it up. Or to tone it down, actually. And because I'm doing some of the area over here is a little bit dark. So like down here near the roof line, it's got to be dark. That's part of the roof line coming over the actual house. But here where the shingles are, put a little bit of off-white into the mix here. And just, it's kind of, you have to keep your, it's hard because the perspective lines are going up this way, but the stroke has to be horizontal, so that's a little bright. I use my finger a lot. It's my extra brush. Let's tone that down a bit. But basically I make the shingles by just dragging the brush down at kind of a straight down angle, but a little bit tilted. I choke up quite so much on the brush. I may tone that down after. Depends. I've had to work a lot on how bright the house, I want to get the house, considering it's in the moonlight. I don't want to be have too dark because then you can't see the house, but and I don't want it too light because it's not like it's a sunlit house. So I'll just do a few of these. Okay, here on the side there's going to be some trees. And well, let me paint a little bit of the door here first. That's a little bright. Get some darker brown in that to tune that down. I want to be kind of a sienna colored door. That's just underpainting to get some paint down. Over here, use this. What is going to be some masonry, because this is going to be what's holding up the gate. The gate, it's an iron gate. It's going to come up like this. And on this side, here's more of the masonry, and the iron gate's going to come up this way and go down. And then there'll be a little, kind of a dirt, not very manicured lawn going up to the door. But that's getting some of that paint laid down. And if I'm not, hopefully not standing in your way, some of the paint here. Laid down again. This is just the underpainting, so I'm not worried about it looking very good. Okay. Over here, there's a tree. That's where the tree is going. Goes all the way up. All the way up here, right off the canvas, a little up there. On the other side, there's a tree. Probably should be using a little bigger brush here, but and this tree goes right off the canvas. I'm using it as kind of a frame for the house. Both the masonry and the gates and the trees are a frame for the house so that the eye doesn't wander off the painting. And then some of the front part here, I'm doing in mixing a little burnt umber with some olive green, get kind of a dark color, and then mix a little bit of the reddish ochre with yellow ochre. Again, it's going to be less of a lawn and more of a dirt, weedy, more weeds than lawn. I'm not sure why I really decided to do that. I just thought, well, maybe really the house is a greenish blue. The whole painting right now is very bluish and cool in color, and if I put in a green lawn, it would just be too much. So that's why I'm putting in, you know, aesthetically, why I'm putting in something that's a little bit yellower and looks more like dirt and weeds. I'm using Atelier paints, which stay open for a while. Just you can let them stay open for a few hours, come back and wet them a little bit with water. If it's been a day or two, I can unlock it with this unlocking formula and get the paint to mix again on the canvas. Doesn't stay wet for as long as oils do, but it cuts down some of the problem, especially out here in Phoenix, where it's so dry that the paint just dries, you know, as you're looking at it. Okay, well that's some of the painting here, Safe Haven, and I hope you like it when it's done. It'll be on the website. Okay, thank you.